It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. With me to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who made his Grand Prix debut here with Minardi back in 2002. So, Ant, this is a bit of a special one for you, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also stood in to commentate on Jensen's win in 2006, and as I was a test driver for Honda at the time, you can imagine that was quite an emotional Grand Prix. It's also a tough circuit on the drivers, this one too. Lots of long, slow corners that require a lot of patience from inside the car. Plus, it's a very downforce heavy circuit. I mean, it's all relative, of course, but if you're lacking a bit in downforce, or if you've got a bit of an imbalance in the setup, this is definitely one of the worst places to have to deal with that.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Parker completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Bottas, Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Alonso, and Roman Grosjean, Magnussen, Perez, Carlos Sainz, and Leclerc, Ocon, Gasly, Brendan Hartley, and Marcus Ericsson. Van Dorn and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck. Softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. Reached a worrying level of wear on the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early upshifts, later downshifts. fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode. You are in first position, front of the pack. Vettel is behind you. The gap behind us is 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being. Tyres and brakes need cooling. Go easy into the next few corners, please. The gap is 22.5 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 31.1. We're leading our teammate by 22.5 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 1:31.1. Pack, P1, Vettel behind. The gap to the car behind is 3.1 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. This is your final lap of the race. Charger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. This is your final lap of the race. This is your final lap of the race. Your brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature. Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
It's a well-deserved victory for Williams then after that breathtaking Grand Prix. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Williams are your winners today. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Parker increases their championship lead. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Charles Leclerc, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
On to the constructors then. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? It doesn't get much better than a win at this track, does it? Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there. Would you say that your rival is still on your level? Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. Great! Well, that's everything.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms. Okay, that proposal looks good. It seems all parties are happy with the deal, so it'll commence at the next race weekend.